Hello, bachcho. Welcome to Vedantu J English. I'm Diksha Kaushal, your chemistry master teacher. And students, as you all know, that now just 2 shifts of April attempt has been done. And so many of you, like maximum students, are yet to give their exam, right? So now our duty is to bring the best for you, to bring the best topics that are repeatedly they are asking, because see, from the first shift itself, right, it is like clear that the examiner, right, the paper setter, what he wants to know from you, he is asking from those high weightage topics repeatedly. And it's not like these high weightage topics have been asked for the first time. These high weightage topics were the same high weightage topic that he has asked in Jan attempt or in previous years. There are some topics that are repeated here and you can't afford to miss those topics here. You need to do the revision of those topics again, right? So before starting this video, don't forget to hit the like button and stay subscribed to the channel, because so many new things are coming for you, not only for JEE but for your other exams as well, like VIT, EEE, SRM, all these exams I will take care of that, right? Now let's jump straight to the point, because I know those students who have their exam tomorrow, they are currently, ma'am, every single minute is super duper important for me, so I will not waste even a single minute of your, because every single minute matters a lot, right? Now firstly, let's talk about this chemistry, right? My subject. Let's talk about chemistry firstly. So guys, I have analyzed complete chemistry for you, right? Now this is a data of 2024, 2025 and 2026, because we need to find the pattern here, right? This is our, like, there is something, the examiner cannot ask something like totally out of the syllabus or totally out of the pattern. There is something that is repeated. So let's talk about that something. So first is coordination chemistry. Now, if you see from coordination chemistry, number of questions that he asked in 2024 per shift is 2. Then this is increasing. Can you see it is increasing? In 2025, he asked 2 to 3 questions from here. And in 2026 session 1, he asked 3 to 4 questions from here. And in your first and second shift as well, he asked questions from here. That is why coordination chemistry is the most important one for you. You cannot afford to skip coordination chemistry and chemical bonding. The topic is from coordination chemistry, VBT theory, how to find the magnetic moment, how to find the geometry, that thing. And from coordination chemistry, another important topic is CFT theory, right? Then from chemical bonding, if you see from chemical bonding, as you can see here, we have 2024 they have asked 2 to 3 questions from here. In 2025 they have asked 1 to 2 questions from here. And in session 1 2026 also they asked 1 to 2 questions from here. Now what we can see here, that in chemical bonding they are again and again asking questions from the same topic, and that topic is find the shape hybridization, find the number of lone pairs, what is the shape, what is the hybridization. This is the, in the match the following they ask you this question. This is a must question in the exam, right? This guaranteed, this question will be there in the exam. I have been telling you so many times that this question will be there, right? Even if now I am giving you proof, even now you are thinking, then that is a big stupidity that you are doing, and I don't want you to do that, right? So now let's see the next. These are 2 very important topics from inorganic that you cannot skip. Next is from physical chemistry. They are asking questions from equilibrium, and in equilibrium, ma'am, from where they are asking the question? In chemical equilibrium they are asking question from, they will give you a reaction, they will say this is the total pressure, find the Kp, find the Kc, right? Or in ionic equilibrium they ask you question from solubility. In your first in your April attempt, this first and second shift, they have asked question on solubility here, right? So solubility becomes a very important topic here. As you can see, the number of questions are increasing here. Here only 1 to 2, 2 to 3 in 2026. So number of questions from equilibrium are increasing here, right? Then from thermodynamics, if you see, one question they used to ask, now they are asking 1 to 2 questions from here, and from here the question are from work of isothermal, work of adiabatic. Usually they ask from isothermal, right? They also in your Jan shift they have asked questions like match the following, right? Like they will ask you all the formulas. There were questions where in one question they have asked heat capacity, they have asked work, right, of different processes, right? That is why work formulas and heat capacity formulas, these are important. Then you go to thermochemistry, where finding the heat of reaction from the bond enthalpy on, or the energy of formation or heat of formation, that is important for you, right? Then if I talk about chemical kinetics, super duper easy question, two topics, first order first order kinetics and Arrhenius equation, right? Even in first and second shift we have seen question from here. You can see one question and here 1 to 2 questions are being asked, right? Then from solution chapters, like in your 2024 this they used to ask, like in some shifts there was one question, in some shift there were no question. But now here in 2025 they have asked you 1 to 2 question, and in your Jan attempt also either no question was there or only one question was there. Now this is about the colligative property. Colligative property, want Hoff factor, these four colligative properties they will definitely ask you in the exam. Be prepared for that. For colligative property, relative lowering, elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point, and osmotic pressure, right? Then from, let's talk about DNF block. Now in DNF block, can you see this data here? Now they are asking 2 to 3 question, 1 to 2 question, and in Jan shift they have asked 0 or 1 question from here. But I am telling you, DNF block, KMNO4, K2Cr2O7 is very important. In DNF block, they ask question from KMNO4, K2Cr2O7. Very important, very interesting questions they ask from there. Now next is from organic, one is GOC. Now GOC is like, you will see, like 4 question here, 2 to 3 question, 1 to 2 question, and the questions are based on stability of intermediates, and based on intermediates only you have acidity, basicity, or calculation of stereoisomers can be asked, right? So these are 3-4 topics. Now if I talk about aldehyde ketones and carboxylic acids, or now see one thing, if I say, wait a minute, yes. So if I say amines, alcohol phenols, aldehyde ketones, haloalkanes, halorines, I'll tell you, rather than going by chapter, now they have asked you question 1 to 2 questions from aldehyde ketones. You know what they do? They ask mixed questions from here. That is why it is very difficult to understand that from exactly which chapter they have asked questions. So I would advise you, don't go chapter by chapter, go through all the naming reactions or all the important reagents. I have already given you one PPT, right? I have sent it in the Telegram channel. I'll also show you that what is the PDF that I'm talking about, right? I'll just download the PDF here as well so that I can show you what is the PDF that I am talking about, which I have sent, right? Now you just have to go through that PDF. Wait a minute, let me just show you this here, right? Yes. Wait a minute. Yes, full chemistry. Now by the time we are doing that, and thank you so much everybody for your love, right? So all the students, you know why I am doing all this for you, why I am here, because I know you guys have given me so much love. So how can I leave you at this point, right? So I totally understand you are anxious, you are super duper like in the confusion state that whether paper will be this or that. That's why, because of all the love that you have given me, I am going to give you top 18 questions from here, right? So these top 18 questions are from chemistry, right? You can easily get 48 to 76 marks from here. You can expect easily from here. So these are all the questions. First is coordination chemistry, Werner theory and VBT question, right? So you can see this over here, right? Wait a minute. Then this is a question of VBT and Werner theory. All these are the questions of VBT and Werner theory, right? Can you see this over here? All these are the questions of VBT and Werner theory. Then this is also the question of low octahedral complexes. This is about CFT, right? High solubility, nickel-nickel angle here. They have asked you this in JEE Mains 2026. If you can see, it is red in color. Now, it's a very interesting question they asked you here. They asked question on dimethyl glyoxine, right? So these are the kind of statement-based question, right, that they will ask you based on a particular ligand here. Now, this is a general question based on the decreasing order of unpaired electron, which is again solved on the basis of VBT theory, right? Acha, I'll give you the PDF of all of this. Now, based on CFT, as you know that here from CFT, in 2025, 14 questions were there. In 2024, 9. In 2023, 13. And in 2022, 6 questions were there. Alone from CFT I am talking about, right? So, these are the kind of questions that they ask you from CFT. Now, in CFT, another questions. Now, in CFT, what you need to do, simple funda in CFT, you should know the diagram of octahedral, tetrahedral. You should know how to fill the electrons and how to calculate the CFT, CFSC, right? That's it. Questions are revolved around that only, right? Then next is hybridization and Vesper. Now, if you can see, the questions are around, I'm not talking about one paper, full, like from all the shifts you can see, in 2025 around 13 questions were there. That means you can imagine that it is in every shift they are asking you. Definitely this is a permanent question of chemistry that definitely will be there, right? So you can see in all the cases they are asking you, this is a question of mixed coordination plus chemical bonding, where again what they are asking you, tetrahedral geometry, have incomplete octet. For that, what you need to do, apply Vesper and hybridization. Again, what they are doing, match the following, same match the following, right? So these are the molecules. Here is one coordination compound as well. This is also coordination. Again, they are asking you having trigonal bipyramidal, again about shapes, right? So if you see this question here, again they are asking you the hybridization here. So everything, this is a permanent question. This is for sure going to be there. If you can see here, again a question based on square pyramidal geometry. This is a question of hybridization. Molecules are also same. Molecules are also not changing, right? Bond angles. Now, if you know the hybridization, you can easily calculate the bond angle from the shape, right? Now, this is again a question. This is in the form of X and Y, and they have asked you what is the shape here, right? Okay, so take the, I'll provide you the PDF of all of this, right? If you can see in which of the following pairs centimeter exhibit sp2 hybridization, right? Again, shape of carbocation, very simple, right? Now they have asked you again 4 molecules and they have given you 4 structures, 4 shapes here. So all of this is directly based on your hybridization and shape. Okay, now from product properties, you can expect questions from, like, in every shift 1 or 2 questions they ask you from famous exceptions only, right? So if you see this here, these are all the famous exceptions, right? This is a very famous exception. I have taught you all these PYQs in the marathons, right? If you can see, this is also very four exceptions they have asked. These are all, not all the exceptions are there. Some of them are general trends also. If you can see here, again 2 statements, again they're asking you second ionization potential, right? So all of these are based on the exceptions and your trends here, right? If you can see, these are all the same kind of question that you can see. Amphoteric oxide, basic oxide, acidic oxide, you should know the full data of it, right? Okay, so all of these are the same things. Now next is properties of D block. Properties. Now based on the properties, like for example, now in this case this is a question of KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7. You can see based on manganate and permanganate, based on its magnetic character, its shape, they have asked you questions on that. Now this is again, if you see again, manganese is like favorite. If you can see aqueous solution of chromium reducing while this is oxidizing in nature, right? Then this is based on Cu in water is more stable than this. These are directly your NCRT lines, important NCRT lines that I have already taught you in the exception video of inorganic, right? So all these things I have already taught you, if you can see this here, right? This is K2Cr2O7, right? Yes, this is again Mn for manganese, permanganate, right? So all the questions, if you can see, are based on it. This is MnO4, 2 negative in acidic medium, again the same kind of question. Here also you can see they are asking you question on the nature of oxides, chromium oxide, vanadium oxide, the color of oxide, the nature of oxide, right? Now let's see this thing here. Cells and electrode potential. Now from cells and electrode potential, if you can see, this is again a very hot spot topic, right? Very simple questions are asked from here. Just apply Nernst equation. Either they will ask you pH or they will ask you the EMF of the cell. है ना? Then you should know how to relate the EMF of the cell to delta G and K equilibrium. Based on this, they have asked you multiple questions based on the same thing. If you can see, same kind of data is there. Same kind of data is there. Same kind of data. Now stoichiometry, limiting reagent. In Jan shift, every single shift had a question of limiting reagent, right? And this is a very famous question, very limiting reagent. So they are like obsessed with limiting reagent. They will put with organic chemistry, they will add mole concept. With inorganic, they will add mole concept. And individually also they ask you question on specially limiting reagent. So question based on limiting reagents, as you can see, all of these questions here. All these questions are your 2024, right? This is 2025 shift. If you can see this here, 2026 shift here, 6. This is 2026, this is 2026, right? So you can see that the years are changing, right? But the question is not changing, right? If you can see 2025, 2025, 2025 question. So in 2026 also they asked, 2025 also they asked, 2024 also they asked. So this also proper April shift also they are not going to, it's not like they will not ask you question from this, they will definitely ask. Then hydrocarbons, reaction of alkenes, they ask question from there. The properties of alkenes, the chemical properties of alkenes. You can see this is alkyne, it's the properties of alkynes, the formation of alkenes, right? So all are famous reactions. Hydroboration or oxidation. This is oxymercuration, demercuration reaction. I'll tell you that all. What is this? This is PhD. This is, wait a minute. This is anti-Markovnikov addition reaction. They have asked in 2026. This also the question of 2023. You can see in 2022 also they asked question on ozonolysis, very important. Grignard reagent is very important, right? So you can see the questions they are asking, like from the chemical reactions of aldehyde and ketones. If you can see this here, again this is about the properties given below. 4 isomeric compound. This will give precipitate, will give Bayer test, sooty flame, yellow means C. This is also very famous test. Bayer's test is also famous test. This is iodoform test. This is Tollens test. So can you see questions are there from distinguished test, right? So that's how they ask you questions. Now if you see this here, what is this? This is CrO3 oxidizing agent. Then this is formation of ketal. This is reduction. This is Grignard reagent. And what about this one? This is excess of HCHO. It will react with alkali and this, right? What is this? This is major product be formed in this reaction where you have C double bond to double bond, and they are reacting it with KOH, right? Then these are also the same kind of aldol condensation reaction, right? So can you see, same kind of thing is there, aldol, same kind of thing is there, right? Okay, so it's a in fact a Cannizzaro reaction, right? Now amines they have asked majorly in Jan attempt 1, right? But I am nowhere saying that focus only on amine. I am not saying that. I am saying just one thing: do all the naming reactions, do the distinguish test, do that, do important reagents. I have sent you the PPT on the Telegram channel. Go through that. That will help you. I am providing you everything possible. If you can see, if you're not, ma'am, which PPT you are talking about, I'll just open that PPT here only. Just give me a second. I'll just open that PPT here. I am providing you full chemistry. Everything I have provided you, right? If you, wait a minute, let us see. Huh. So if you see this, you can ignore the first page, right? So I have sent you my annotated PDFs of GOC. Wait a minute. Okay, I have sent you the annotated PDFs of GOC. I have sent you like this is all GOC, right? This is your purification. If you can see, this is structure of atom, this is pH, this is ionic, this is thermodynamics, this is these are my handwritten notes. If you see, they are mixed. This is like 3-4 pages I have completed redox. If you can see here, I have completed the coordination chemistry also in 4-5 pages. These are all the exceptions of VBT theory written here, right? All the important things I have already written here for you, right? I'll also show you these are all the exceptions, right? If you can see in the form of tables also I have sent you directly, right? What are the important exceptions that you need to remember for your exam, right? So everything is being, these are the important lines of NCERT that I have sent you, from where the questions are asked. These are the conclusion. Noble gas is this is from electronic configuration they ask you, right? These are the important lines. Then you talk about hybridization, right? I have also sent you important structures, right? So if you still say that, ma'am, we didn't have enough content, then that is wrong. Huh? See, from organic to every single thing is my handwritten notes, every single thing. If you see this here, right, you just have to be purely interested in understanding all these things. Okay, so in organic, read out these things. See, I have made it in the form of tables: oxidation of alcohols, ozonolysis, right? So this is ether and concentrated HI reaction. So all the important, these are all the important reagents, because reagent you will not remember. Naming reaction you can find, search on YouTube, go through YouTube, see if anyone has given you like this kind of important reagents like this. I have never seen it on YouTube, right? These are like in offline, they might provide you. Naming reactions, you will see tons of videos on that, right? But naming reactions, the way I have done it for you, if you see this here, like this is dehydration, all the reagents I have written it here. Now, with examples I have given you, all the important points are also written here. So every single thing that you need has been written here, right? Every single thing like this I have written. These are like purely I have done a lot of hard work to do all these, to collect all these notes for you. So you can see, from nitration of amines they ask, anilines they ask you the question. So all these things. Now if I talk about, ma'am, naming reaction, I will find everywhere. Will you find naming reaction like this? I have not only done the naming reaction, I have told you important points on this, right? Examples on that, right? Wood's reaction, not only the reaction, I have taught you the important points on that, right? How they ask you the questions on that, right? So go through all of this, and this is going to save your organic, right? See, distinguish test, right? Big level. If you're like, ma'am, we don't want like small level, we want to like have 99.9 percentile. I have done difficult reactions for you in a very easy way here, right? Now that is totally, now see, SN1, SN2 in just half page I have completed it, right? So all these things are for you only, and I'm also sending you my practical chemistry notes. If you see this here, these are my practical chemistry notes that I'll be sending you. These are all handwritten notes, right? You will not find it anywhere. These are my personal handwritten notes. I have made all these notes myself, and this is the easiest way to study salt analysis, right? All the reactions you will see in a very easy way. I have, see, because they are asking you question, one or maximum two questions they can ask you for salt analysis, so you don't need to deep dive into it. Do only this much, okay? Yes. Now back to the topic. Now you can, I'll just give you all these notes here. From amines, these are the questions, right, that you can see, right? Then from haloalkanes and halorines also you will see that these kind of questions are there. Wait a minute, Shilpi ma'am is here, so say hi to Shilpi ma'am, right? Say hi to Shilpi ma'am. Yes. Now if you see, next is, okay, next question is from haloalkanes. This also we have done, this also we have done. Colligative property, Van 't Hoff factor, as I told you, definitely you will see question on colligative property. These are all the questions that screenshot is here. You can just, PPT will be provided to you, don't worry about that, right? Then Raoult's law also, they ask you question from there. Very simple Cento-Minto kind of questions will be asked from Raoult's law or Henry's law here. Then GOC you can see, they ask you questions from here. Stability of intermediates, acidity, basicity, direct questions from here. From atomic structure, Bohr model and hydrogen spectra, if you, especially Rydberg equation and radius formula is asked to you again and again, right? Okay, so these are all, like, mostly you will see Rydberg formula being used here, right? From biomolecules, they ask you questions from carbohydrates and proteins, and we can see in April shift they are asking questions from biomolecules, and they are asking questions from vitamins also. Amazing. Vitamins also they are asking you questions from there, right? So these are all the sample questions that we have for you, right? Then chemical kinetics, Arrhenius equation, if you see, this is the chemical kinetics Arrhenius equation questions for you. And then chemical kinetics, next important topics is first order reaction, as you can see it over here, right? Now wait a minute, I will just give you the notes here. Yes. Now wait a minute, this is actually in Hindi, so you will not be able to understand it, right? So yes. Okay, so these are all the different kind of questions for you that I have given you. Everything PPT and all will be provided to you. You can see this over here, right? Now I will move ahead. Wait a minute, just give me a second here. Tell me if you have any question till now, then you can ask me, right? If you have any question, guys, you can ask me. Yes. Now, if you see this over here, ma'am, where I will get the notes, you will get the chemistry notes on Telegram channel, right? Okay. So link I have not generated for that. So you will get the notes on Telegram channel. You can go and download that, right? The pocket questions and this PDF you will get in the description box, right? Okay. So these are, now I'll tell you about the important topics of maths. So in maths, the short topics are coordination chemistry, straight line, circle, parabola, eclipse and hyperbola. So this is specially done by Harsh sir itself, right? So you can see that top teachers of Vedantu, even though I am a teacher of chemistry, but they have provided me their data of maths and physics as well, right? Because I didn't wanted you to feel like you are alone here, right? My duty is to make sure that even if I am alone here, you get everything, right? So I am trying my best. I am talking to teachers. I am asking them, give me the notes of maths. What you, because see, I am not a maths teacher. So what I can do, but I know teachers of maths, I know physics teachers, right? So I can talk to them and tell you that what is important and what is not important for you. So this whole data, don't worry, I have not made it. If I would have made the data, that would be a very wrong data, because I can't make a good data for maths and physics, right? So definitely I can tell you that these teachers have made the data themselves, and you can definitely rely on this data, right? Okay, so you can rely on this data. That is my guarantee to you, right? So these are the topics that are important for maths, right? So if you see this here, coordination geometry, straight line, circle, parabola, ellipse and hyperbola. And now from here you could see in 2024 you had 75 questions in total. In 2025 you have 71 question. In 2026 Jan, the question, if you see, were 36, like very less questions. So you know, one more thing that we could see in your shift 1 and shift 2 also, they are not relying on one chapter, they are relying on multiple chapters. They are asking questions from different chapters. Okay, so that you have to think about. That, see, here you had 40 34, suddenly half of it, 40 34, suddenly half of it, half of it, half of it, half of it. Can you see that they, what actually they are doing is, or not actually half of it, you can say, that is because the total shifts here. But one thing you can for sure guarantee is that in Jan attempt, if they have asked 36 questions from this, that means if they have asked per shift 3 to 4 questions, right? That means the trend is going as it is, right? That means these topics, they are giving very good importance to, and they have asked you 3 to 4 questions from here. And in April, this shift questions, what are expected is 3 questions from here. Matrix and determinants, 1 question. 3D geometry, 1 question. Vector algebra, right? Around 1 to 2 questions you can expect. Sequence and series, binomial theorem, definite integration, differential equation, permutation and combination, quadratic equations, and statistics. They have asked you questions from there, right? Yes, there was a time, right, in Jan attempt, right, if you could see, they have asked 0 to 1 question from there, but now they are asking you a very balanced paper from there. Now, these are all the questions now, and definitely I can't solve the questions of maths, but I can provide you the question and the solution of it. So I'm providing you with the question and the solution. For example, this is the question, right, and this is the solution of it. This is the question and this is the solution of it. So this is like center of triangle, this is the question and this is the solution of it. So this is like equation of hyperbola, parabola, this is the question and this is the solution of it. And all these questions are your PYQs only. And maths PYQs, how important they are for you, you only know. You know? Talk to any maths teacher. One thing they will tell you always, do PYQs, do PYQs, do PYQs, because they will change the term, right? But the method will remain the same. They will not ask you something out of syllabus, and the high weightage topics are high weightage. So give importance to them. Give importance to your high weightage topics, right? Now I'll talk about physics, right? Same thing will be there for whole maths here. Now wait a minute, let me just binomial theorem. Okay, physics, right? Now if you talk about physics here, you could see all these questions here, all these questions here you could see, right? Wait a minute, like I'll just give you, wait a minute, I'll just start from here. First question they ask you from is dimensions, right? Unit and dimension, this much, so even I remember, I am from non-medical only, even I can, you know, little bit I can tell you, yeah, unit and dimension is a very simple question, you can easily do it yourself, right? Then similar kind of questions from unit and dimensions. Then from errors you can see, then similar kind of questions from errors. Then you can see combination of resistance, right? This is the question, and similar kind of question from combination. Then Wheatstone bridge and meter bridge, you can see, very important topic. And next is like so many questions they have asked you from this. So even I remember that this was very important, right? Very important very important Wheatstone bridges, right? So don't forget to do this. Lens maker formula, again very important, and they have asked you in April shift as well, so do take care of this one. These are the questions related to that. Then refraction of light through prism. Refraction in shift 1 or 2, they have asked like a very easy question on refraction, right? They changed the medium and asked you to calculate the refractive index, right? Then you have Young's double slit experiment. Again, this was asked to students this shift only, right? And students were saying these questions were very doable questions, right? So you could expect these kind of questions, right? Then you talk about electric potential and potential energy. You can see permittivity and potential energy kind of questions. So basically, combination and capacitors, they have asked question in shift 2 as well, based on capacitor combination. So very important topics these are, right? So same photoelectric effect is there in chemistry as well, so you could easily do. This is more of numerical based of photoelectric. De Broglie equation is there, I have also taught you, right? Then Bohr's atomic model in chemistry also you have learned it, right? Hydrogen spectra also in chemistry you have learned it, right? So this is very easy. Now logic gate is also very like easy and interesting, my favorite topic when I used to study physics, because you remember me as a chemistry teacher only, you only recognize me as a chemistry teacher, but I have done BSc, Bachelor of Science in Maths, Physics and Chemistry as my major. So the amount of chemistry that I have studied, the same amount of maths and same amount of physics I have studied, right? So so it's not like I'm totally clueless about what I'm telling you. Yes, okay, yes, the data those teachers can tell you correctly who are currently doing. That's why I have collected the data from our JEE experts of physics and maths, right? But logic gate, now these logic gates you can do, right? I believe that students will be very happy knowing that logic gate they are asking you. Moment of inertia also they have asked in shift 1, they have asked very easy question based on moment of inertia. Then adiabatic processes in thermodynamics chemistry also, but here the formulas might differ. Then you have magnetic field, right? Faraday's and Lenz's law, they have asked you direct formula based questions on that, right? Okay, so that was about your like important questions, right, of physics, chemistry and maths. Now this PDF will be provided to you in the comment section, guys, so please hit the like button. Why I'm telling you that? Because I want to reach out to all those students who are not able to understand any other language, like they only understand their regional language and their English language. I know at this point they need me, that's why I am here for you, that's why I'm collecting the data for you, I'm talking to teachers, right? I'm asking all this for you, right? There is no benefit of me here, I have given my exam, I'm doing all this for you because I know that it's our responsibility, it's my responsibility to provide you not only with chemistry but with physics and maths as well, right? So all this extra hard work that I'm putting is only because of you, right? Okay, so smash the like button. Why? Because I want to reach out to more students like you who need me. This is the algorithm of YouTube, I can't do anything in that. If the algorithm of YouTube was not like this, I would have said what do I do with likes, but you know, likes motivates me as well. And if a teacher, my throat, again tonsils I have, but you know how difficult, when this whole thing is paining, still I'm speaking only because of you. The whole day I was silent, right? You know, I wanted to take like proper marathon for you today, but why I didn't take? Because my health is not allowing me. But you know what I did for you? I collected all my notes for you. I collected all the important notes. There were several notes of solutions, several notes of physical, inorganic and organic. I collected the best of all the notes where handwritten notes are maximum. I tried to find out my practical chemistry. I lost my practical chemistry notes and I was like finding it here and there. Have I sent it to someone? I don't know how I deleted my notes, handwritten notes, but finally I was able to find it, and I am sending you that only because of you guys, right? Now only one thing I need from you: please study, right? And those students who have their exam tomorrow, please let me know if you have your exam tomorrow, right? Okay, again I am showing you my notes, right? These are bonus bacha, these are bonus. You have no idea, right? So all these notes now, this is not a hard work of 1 or 2 days, right? Means I have studied full. In masters we have done all these things only, that's why I was able to get the short notes of these things for you, right? So that's why I have made these very like conclusion type of notes for you, so that you can remember these things, right? This is your practical chemistry and this is your full chemistry, right? So you will see, like, I'll just show you one page. Okay, let's see this page. So on this page, what you have Henry's law, you have the examples here, you have this, you have solid and liquid gases. So it's like a conclusion of that. In Henry's law, I also made sure that if I have some important points here, that is also being done for you, right? So please go through these notes. Those students who have their exam tomorrow, 4th of April, right? You don't need to study the full chemistry notes. I have sent you in the afternoon. I think by now it should be done. I'll send you practical chemistry. You can just have a look at that. For those students who have their exam on 5th, 6th and 8th, I have provided you with the notes. Please go through these notes, right? It's like I have given my heart to you, right? I have given all my hard work to you, right? So this is all because I don't want any of you to feel like I wish I could have done one revision more. I wish I could have made my short notes. I wish someone has provided me a better notes. That's why. Okay, yes. Now tell me, when is your exam? First shift, ma'am. Okay, just spam it in the chat box. When is your shift? 4th, 5th, 6th, or what? So all the students who have their exam tomorrow, all the best for you. You are going to rock it. No matter what is the level of the exam, don't panic in the exam. Don't exhaust yourself in the exam. Mentally, don't exhaust yourself in the exam. Just remember that firstly you have to see what are the easy questions out of that. Firstly you will pick the easy questions. There will any tough exam, like there is like any kind of even IS level of exam, there will be some questions, right, which will be easy for you, which you will be comfortable solving in. So firstly pick those questions, then go to those questions which you have a little idea but it will take you time to solve it, right? Then go to difficult questions. And what should be your target, guys? For maths, if you're able to solve 12 to 14 questions, trust me, you are good to go. If is there, right? If the maths level is same as it used to be in 2024, 2025, you are solving 12 to 13 questions, you are good to go. But yes, if the maths level is easy, because we don't know what will happen, if it comes out to be easy, then you should target around 17, 18 questions in the exam, right? But if it is like lengthy, then 3 to 4 minutes if you solve one question, 12 questions you will be able to, 12, 13 questions you can solve easily in maths. Now for chemistry, physical chemistry can be lengthy. Inorganic, organic is never lengthy. Organic also chalo in 2 minutes you can solve. Inorganic, in shapes, if they have given you so many shapes, even then if you have good practice, then you can solve it in within 2 minutes you can do it, right? So chemistry is going to save your time. Even if it is tough, you will by the glance, by just looking at you, you can tell that okay, this is very difficult, I'll just leave it. Chemistry, by seeing only, you will be able to predict that this is difficult, this is easy, right? So that's why it will not waste your time. in physics also, where there is calculation, definitely it will be lengthy, but try to solve from chemistry around 20-23 questions, right? So if the paper is easy, then you can solve 25 questions as well, because my preparation is very good that I have done for you. That is very good. These notes, if you go through, you will be able to solve full all the questions, right? Okay. Yes. So that was about the 4th of April, students, and for 5th, 6th and 8th April, please go through these notes, and I will see you all tomorrow in the morning, not in the morning, in the afternoon at around 12:30, right? Because I also need to collect the data. I just can't come here and speak randomly that, okay, this is that, this is that. I have to collect the data for you, right? Now 3 subjects data I have to collect, so it will take me time. So give me like half an hour. At 12:30 I will come here and I'll tell you the full analysis of your shift 1, 4th April, right? Okay. Yes. Now all the best for all the students, and don't worry, I'll teach you VAT, EEE, SRM, UGEE. I'll teach you everything. Don't worry about that, right? Okay, so all the best to all the students out there. I love you so much. Please take care of yourself and don't panic. Don't give yourself so much anxiety by thinking about the same thing. You have done enough. You have done enough hard work. You are still sitting here. So now is the time for the result, right? Result means that is the D day for you. And on the D day, you cannot be like, I'm getting nervous. No, you should not be nervous. See, I know it's very completely fine to feel nervous, because when there is so many expectations in your head, my parents, my siblings, my relatives, my friends, everyone is expecting from you. I know it's tough. It gets really tough. It gets really tough because every person out there is looking at you with a hope, and some people are looking at you with a very evil eye, that this person, I wish his paper is very bad. I know that kind of situations, we have been there, right? Every teacher that you see, we all have been there, right? But trust me, by experience only I'm telling you, if you think about these things again and again, you are automatically going to ruin your exam. It's better to keep your calm, have patience and relax, sleep well, wake up in the morning, right, and give your exam full attentiveness. Read the questions, right, slowly and with accuracy should be there. If you feel that, okay, this question I don't apply guesswork, right, because negative marking is also there, right? So that's it for all of you. Now I'll see you all, and drop your comments in the comment section and spam that like button over here, and stay subscribed to the channel, because so many more things are coming for you by your Diksha ma'am. Till then, bye bye, take care, see you all.